and welcome back to another episode of the Choose954 podcast, episode 114, with our upcoming Creative Zen Talk speaker, Anastasia Pitanova, here from her office. If you didn't know about Choose954, myself, Evan Snow, and my business partner, Mr. Andrew Martineau, started a social movement to cultivate culture and community in Broward County to keep people in the know with all the great things that are going on, to make it a better place to live and not just a better place to vacation. The point of the podcast is to connect you with interesting people like her that are doing quite a few interesting things in the community. So without much further ado, why don't you tell us a little bit about who you are and kind of how you got started on this journey of helping people and sharing your light.
My name is Anastasia. Well, thank you so much for inviting me for the podcast. This is a true honor to learn about your project as well, and I'm very excited to get connected in a way that's speaking next month already and really sharing my story. Didn't know it's going to happen so quickly. So my journey was quite different in many different ways. I started as an entrepreneur in real estate and quickly realized that I want to do something deeper in my life. And I absolutely love my career as a realtor, but there is such a more, deeper calling to really help people in overcoming obstacles in life, as I was overcoming them in my life. So I became an artist, I became an art therapist, and went really deep into learning about subconscious mind and how we as humans operate, and started studying hypnosis. So this is what I'm launching now.
Okay, very exciting. And maybe for those that are not familiar with hypnosis, how do you like to describe this practice?
Yes, when I was starting researching, first of all, I wanted to find something that's very powerful and bring permanent changes in people's lives. No matter what you're dealing with bad habits or overcoming fear, you want just to bring more fulfillment and success in life. So hypnosis can help you to rewire your mind and your nervous system for the permanent change. So what it is exactly, it's a state of your mind, theta state, where basically everything is possible, all the magic is possible, where we are rewiring you and your thoughts patterns, relaxing your nervous system together with the client.
And
that's a short description.
Sure, no, it's still new for some people. Not everybody's familiar. It's becoming more prevalent and more commonplace. Our last month's speaker was also a hypnotherapist, and our 6-year anniversary speaker is the holistic hypnotherapist, Samara Quintaro. So it's something that I think people are hearing more and more as a tool. Some people might refer to it as woo-woo, but it is definitely rooted in science, which you've been studying and getting certified in. And you describe this healing as something that's felt but not thought. How do you help people get out of their heads and into their bodies through this work?
Yes, definitely. Why it's getting more and more popular is because, again, people need more connections to their bodies, because this is where everything lies. This is where healing happens. And the way to connect to your body is through very simple exercises, through your breathing exercises. That number one that we use as practitioners to bring people back to their bodies. And there is a cognitive portion of the session where we talk and we try to guide a client into the feeling. But there is a limit in your ability to express yourself or connect to yourself through the expression, through your words. So then we use a lot of breathing techniques.
Okay.
Yeah. So the healing is somatic healing. Yeah.
Can you walk us through what a diving deep experience feels like for someone entering the space for the first time and what they could potentially expect?
Yes, thank you so much for this question. It's very important to set expectations and to show people what's available, right, for them. I like to say that there is no person on the planet that cannot be hypnotizable. hypnotized, right? We all hypnotizable. We all can access this part of ourselves, and we all can use this tool to heal ourselves. So this is what I like to tell my clients: if they open and willing, I have a solution. So first, of course, we need to understand how do you operate. So I send a test. We talk about results of the test. I want to understand how your psyche works. Are you emotional? Are you physical? Are you somnambulous? There is terms that probably don't tell you anything, but they say a lot to hypnotherapists, understanding how to work specifically with you. And then we build a plan based on your question and based on your issue. And through the process, most of the time, we uncover so much more. And the healing become holistic. It's become not only you break bad habit, you're also going to fall in love with yourself, or you're going to build deeper relationship with your family. So it's a really beautiful process.
And understanding privacy for clients and HIPAA laws. Any success stories in general terms you could share at a high level with somebody that had X problem and you were able to help them find Y solution and positive result?
Sure, the stories are happening all the time, and of course I cannot share details, but I can tell you that within 4 to 6 sessions, people become more in tune with their true desires. The nervous system becomes stronger. They go after the goals. They have tools they can use. As soon as the sabotage comes, they already know the process of how they operate. So it's not only you work with hypnotherapists on releasing something, right, and healing. It's also educating you on how do you operate and where are your triggers are and what to do when they show up. So I give people a lot of tools so they don't need me anymore. That's my true mission, is to give people the tool set so they can move through life and understand who they truly are and how to work with themselves. So the success stories that just happened a couple of days ago, the client shared that she finally applied for TED Talk and she is ready to really step into what she always wanted. She found a great career in a matter of 1 month and a half. I truly feel it's connection to the power and deep belief with what's possible for people.
Very interesting. And I know a lot of this work is very deep, and with some people there's trauma involved, there's phobias involved, there's a lot of heavy things involved. So how do you create emotional safety for your clients to open up in such vulnerable ways, either in one-on-one or also I know you do this in group settings as well?
It's very important question, and I think it's one of the biggest parts of our trainings as therapist, as a coach, as a provider of this, for the space for the healing to happen. I think the most important is to be able to provide a space for person to be where they at and not to project your expectations on them. Coming from the business world, I want results and I want them now, right? This is their energy of business and sales, especially when it comes to therapy. And it's one of the most amazing qualities that you can cultivate as a therapist is ability to provide space for clients to be safe where they are, and that what create emotional safety. There is nothing you can do specifically for that to happen. It's about you being a space, patiently, lovingly guiding client with their step-by-step growth and connection. And for them, maybe they're just gonna start feeling themselves for the first time in their lives, just feeling the body for the first time in their life. And that's maybe all you needed to do as a therapist. So just release the expectations and just be there for the people. Yep.
It's a beautiful process, and some of the, those success stories, the ones that you shared with me, it's beautiful transformation, a beautiful gift that you're able to share with people who are in need and might not find the same benefit with traditional talk therapy or some of the alternative therapies out there. And I know you've put a lot of time, effort, and money into your training and certification. Could you talk a little bit about the education process that it takes for one to become the certified hypnotherapist, at least the path that you took and some of what you've learned through your program?
Yes, definitely. That's a very important when you are choosing a therapist, and especially a hypnotherapist, to understand where did they have a training and how deeply they are in the subject and how many hours they spent to practice. In my experience, I chose College of Hypnotherapy. It's the best college and the oldest college in the world, located in California, and the depths of what we are studying, of the depths of our of a human being, from how we are created on the physical, right, our bodies, our nervous system, to spirituality and psychosynthesis. It's amazing. In addition, having 4 hours of practice every single week for a year. So and in addition, having 73 hours of sessions for free for pro bono clients. So it's a lot of practice, and it's a really deep knowledge. Really, it's a great education. So couldn't recommend this enough for someone who's looking to shift their careers or deepen the knowledge in hypnotherapy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Spoken very highly. I know there's so much more to it, but great testament to the programs, to the professors, to the educators, and
Yeah, definitely.
great testimonial for anyone that would be wanting to consider this path, which they can, reach out to you, and you're certainly
Definitely.
open and love talking about this. How about maybe aside from the hypnotherapy, why don't you tell us a little bit about your art practice?
Very deep to connection to my heart is my art. Yes, so that was actually first step into the path of the healing. So that was my first outlet where I while going through extremely difficult process in my life, didn't know where to go, what to ask even for. I didn't even know that I can ask for such a support, and where do I go? And in addition, being extremely embarrassed of my feelings that I've been feeling at that moment. So I started to paint, which has become amazing part of my life. I became an artist by accident. So that's love for art we share. And created a lot of beautiful healing for other people as an art therapist, and also participated in amazing platforms, exhibitions, where met again incredible people that became my business partners, that became my inspiration, support. It's been amazing, and I'm still painting. I still have a lot of work I do throughout the years, and I have online gallery. I collaborate with other artists, so to satisfy my business part of me. So yeah, and big part of my life. I truly believe in healing through creativity, and I implement that in my practice as well.
And how do you describe your current styles that you're working in? Your own artwork?
Mostly abstract. Just expression, emotional expression through abstract.
Abstract
Oil,
expressionism.
Yeah.
And some mixed media,
Yeah, mixed media, yes. It's flowing, and I had different seasons. I had a lot of florals. I had a lot of figurative paintings. It comes through season where I am, I don't know how to say that.
No, different seasons, different
Yeah.
periods of life, and I've watched the colors transform and the mediums
Yes.
transform and the size of the canvas transform, and and things come in season as you were working more with art for the therapy, and then hypno came in your life, and now working more with hypnotherapy. What would be, maybe for somebody that's evaluating both of these, what would be some benefits to doing art therapy for somebody that's looking for some sort of relief or benefit in their life?
Oh, well, if you love art or if you love creating, that's going to be extremely beneficial, because through art, we're able to access to creating, okay, through painting or music or being an actor, we are able to access the state of our mind where we are dissociating ourselves from whatever trauma, whatever the experience we have in our life. With the association happens natural healing. So you're able to release a lot emotions and process a lot on the background without even noticing that. So that's why art therapy is number one with children or people that cannot express themselves very well, elderly people, people going through cancer treatments, people that's end of the life care. Big benefit. So I highly encourage everyone, even if you are in the business and you feel stuck and you need a release right here and right now, try to do something expressive. And if art is your thing, painting or drawing, it's always available.
It is.
Yeah, you don't have to do anything special to do that.
And I'd venture to say art therapy is accessible for anybody, as you even mentioned, like someone that's nonverbal. You don't have to be artistically talented and inclined to try art therapy. For hypnotherapy, what type of clients and individuals are you looking to call in? Who do you want to work with, and who are you best aligned to try to support?
Thank you for this question. And I worked with a very wide range of different issues throughout my training. My focus going to remain working with young adults, teenagers, middle school through high school, and women in transition, maybe in business or want to step into the business. That's my passion. That's what I feel. People basically that's aligned with me. This is exactly who I am, right? I am a woman in business. I am a mother of teenagers, which is going to become young adults. So those people I really can connect to and really can understand and know exactly what they're going through. And I tend to attract most of those people.
And as a conscious entrepreneur and as a collected artist and successful businesswoman, also, I know you have a strong interest in entrepreneurship and helping other entrepreneurs like myself, which I've appreciated and have participated in a hypnotherapy session, which I did receive benefit from and appreciate. So if any of that resonates with you, you are open for new clients and consultations.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. And as I already mentioned before, it's you as a client get to interview, right, hypnotherapist, as well as we are also interview our clients. So the link, the trust is extremely important, and do not take it lightly, because your healing and your transformation depends on the level of the trust that you're able to experience with the person that you're working with. And nothing personal. We know that there is energy connection or disconnection, and it's okay if people not matching right in that specific environment. So yes, it's okay to not able to trust or not to choose me, for example, right? But I am open and willing to help as many people as need, help today. And I know there are many.
Awesome. And your website, which we'll share in the show notes here, has a lot of different offerings, including of different tiers of different levels, including the group offering. If someone's not sure, maybe they might be restricted on their budget and their finances. What opportunities do you have for them to get involved and begin working with you?
Yes, I created group coaching and different group exercises and webinars and master classes. Again, right, for people to connect, to understand if that's something that they really want, if my work and my energy aligned with them, and also stay connected with me in between sessions. So the work continues, and also if you restrict it with your budget, because hypnotherapy is extremely powerful, but it is an investment. So you can start with the group coaching, with the group exercises, and then slowly move towards the one-on-one work.
Okay.
Yep.
And where can they find these offerings online?
So my website is divingdeep.life. Everything is there.
And on social media as well?
Social media, Instagram, diving.deep.life.
And if they would like to see this beautiful artwork of yours, where can they find your artwork as well?
So my Instagram for artwork is art_of_Anastasia_Pitanova. So it's a little bit complicated, but the link will be on my hypnosis page.
Yeah.
So.
And we'll put it in the show notes. And there's not that many Art of Anastasias out there. So when you start typing it in, it comes up. And if they're not familiar with Creative Zen, it's a monthly breakfast lecture series, a mini TED Talk. You can see the flyer in the background here that we host for free every second Friday morning of the month. The doors open at 8:30. The talk starts at 9. We're out of there by 10. We provide complimentary breakfast bites and coffee and a guided meditation to help everybody, including the speaker, get in a more grounded and balanced state and put the Zen in Zen. This event was where I had my initial aha moments that led me down this path of arts, culture, and creative entrepreneurship, placemaking, and the crazy life that I've been able to build for myself from attending and listening to a talk and taking that inspiration in addition to various other TED Talks, which is why I continue to host it, to pay it back and pay it forward, and bring in local people to share their thought-provoking, inspiring stories. We're now going on over 7+ years, our third hypnotherapist sharing. And it's a great way to build community. We made many great friends through the event for the mixing and mingling. It's not really networking so much beforehand, but connecting with other like-minded individuals that are seeking inspiration, insight, creativity, storytelling, and all the things that these events like mini TED Talks provide, which we're glad to bring for our community here, because when you hear somebody share their story, we are all a lot more relatable than we are different. But, with all the noise in the world and social media and the news, people lose sight of that. So that's why I love this act of storytelling. So in closing, what do you hope that the Creative Zen community and attendees receives from your talk and presence in the room on Friday, August the 8th?
Well, I truly hope I will be able to provide education on how we operate as human beings, and that's going to show people that's going to listen what they can do about it, what the tools they can use to help themselves on a regular basis, how they can relax, how can they set goals, and how can they move through the process of achieving those goals without sabotage. And if sabotage happens, what to do about it. So I think I want people just to connect to their power, to understand that it's all in front of them. There are so many tools and they can use them and grow exponentially all the time.
Amen. So, people can definitely leave not just with inspiration, but with actual practical tools that they can apply to life that day. So if you're interested in this, we invite you to join us Friday, August the 8th. This will be at the Cotilla Gallery inside the Alvin Sherman Library on the campus of Nova Southeastern University in Davie, Florida. It's a free event. If you RSVP, we give you free parking, link, coffee, breakfast bites, guided meditation, community, good vibes, all the things. If you like community and if you're a creative as well, we just had a phenomenal creatives mixer at our Zero Empty Spaces Gulfstream Park location, and we're going to have our next social event with our next quarterly artist potluck, our 23rd, at Zero Empty Spaces Dakota in the Design Center of the Americas of Dania Beach. The following day, Saturday, August the 9th, that'll be 5 to 7-ish. We ask people to bring a plate or bites for 6 people or so. Not everybody eats everything. We've been having really good turnouts, really good engagement. Had over 40 people on Friday. Had over 50 people for the potluck last time. Not everybody eats everything, so just bring something that you think could share. You can find that on our Eventbrite as well as the Creatives End flyer. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. I'm an open book at evansnow13 at Choose954. Love to hear why you choose the 954, and certainly hope you can join us to hear this young lady's talk on Friday, August the 8th. And it's been an interesting journey. There's been a lot of other things, quantum physics, a lot of things that we didn't get to that are part of the story that will be told on Friday of how you even arrived here in South Florida. So certainly hope you can join us. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. She's an open book, beautiful soul, very easy to speak to and work with, and couldn't recommend highly enough.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.